Welcome to the Absurditee podcast. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Jake.
Today we are talking about some crazy crimes and shocking stories. We have a nice little surprise and a little quiz to do. I hope you all enjoy, and on that note, let's just dive right into this crazy story.
I'll let you go first.
You'll never guess. A Florida man accused of impersonating a police officer wound up in handcuffs himself this week. Accused of pulling over an off-duty Orlando cop in March, a 40-year-old Omar Ford allegedly told investigators he was on his way home from his security job when he saw another car he thought was swerving with an impaired driver. The gentleman flew past me, and his car danced, Ford said. So I thought he might have been intoxicated. Ford told police Ford's company, he told police, is named Criminal Task Force. The outlet reported that he was on his vest and he wore a badge and a gun and a taser. A citizen would mistake this all day for a law enforcement officer. Oh, I went way too far. Dang it. Now I just...
Wait, so... You lost me like halfway.
What are you mistaken on?
What did he do?
He pulled over what he thought was an impaired driver.
Oh, okay.
And the impaired driver was an actual police officer. But he was not impaired. So he impersonated a police officer and then pulled over
an actual police officer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when Ford tried to stop the officer, he could look over and see, and since he's a policeman himself, oh my god, I can't talk. He knows about the uniforms and jurisdiction, and he knew it wasn't a Castleberry or Seminole County or state trooper, so he called us right away to get this person stopped and questioned. Castleberry police arrived and said they found Ford did not have a valid driver's license. He was charged with impersonating an officer, driving with a suspended license, and has been released after posting a bond. Ford has denied having tried to impersonate an officer. So he pled innocence.
So he didn't have a driver's license, but he could afford to post bail.
Yes. Well, no, he had a suspended license.
Oh, so he probably
he's probably been
dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, done something stupid before, which got him in that situation.
Oh.
So that is
the luck? Well, not the luck, but like the irony of impersonating a police officer, and the first person you pull
right
is a police officer.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. So, okay, we're doing a...
get what you deserve.
In case anyone's looking and we're in a weird position, in a weird location, we are actually in my shed. We tried to do a show earlier, and audio went a little haywire. So, we picked up and moved, and got to a new location to... this might be a more permanent studio, though.
To specify, we recorded for almost 2 hours without knowing the audio was broken. And then when we went back to look at the footage, we realized that...
I think you meant footage.
Footage. After we looked back to look at the video, we realized 30 minutes in, the audio was corrupted throughout the entire video after that. So what we thought was going to be just a bomb video, something that you guys were going to love.
Was
Next
fantastic.
thing you know, we couldn't post it because we couldn't even post just audio because the audio was the only thing that was messed up. The video was fine.
And here's a little teaser for you. We somebody on our YouTube channel suggested we drink straight lemon juice. Straight lemon concentrate. And as...
Yeah, that's a good specification because it's not...
Yeah, it's not
juice.
It's not like lemonade. It's like
it's
literal...
pure, like...
Yeah. It comes in like the lemon container. Like it looks like a lemon. We squirted it into a cup and took a shot. But that shows our dedication to y'all.
It's thick.
We, if you guys come up with suggestions, we'll probably do it. That one, unfortunately, we did for nothing. But a little teaser. Here's your teaser. We got something even better prepared for you. And by better means it's going to suck a lot worse than
so
lemon
much
concentrate.
worse.
So...
It's going to concentrate what comes out of my rear tonight.
All that and more later. Alright, you go ahead with your story.
Okay, so this story of a thief who swipes an entire cash register from a Chelsea Italian restaurant. I was going to say, here's a picture of him, but you guys can't see him. But we can. We're staring at him.
I don't even know if you need to read the story. The headline itself.
It's pretty, yeah. I mean, the first sentence. A thief swiped an entire cash register.
Yeah, okay. Well,
and 2 bottles of Hennessy.
Oh, okay. So
he's classy.
He was a thirsty guy.
This was on August 24th, 2019, I believe. August 24th, 2019, yes.
Okay, so this is over a year old.
Yes. So he had broken a window
current events,
and climbed in at 7... Shut up. I look for the weird stuff. Too much is going on right now. I want to get back to the old stuff.
Hey, if you want to make that more specific to current, type in weird current events.
I typed in weird crimes 2020.
And it brought you up for something from 2019?
Almost everything's from 2019.
Wow, that's terrible. Okay.
The first 10 links is 2019.
Okay. Well.
And if the things from 2020 weren't really that interesting because, quarantine.
There's still some crazy stuff going on.
There is, but it's not a lot that people have been
all my
posting.
stories are from 2020.
Oh, well, good for you.
Continue.
Honestly, that seems like the entire story. He walked into, at 7:20 in the morning, he went to a restaurant, broke the window, climbed in, grabbed the cash register, and then strolled out with a black backpack over his other shoulder that had the Hennessy in it.
Wow, that's crazy.
And apparently the chef had witnessed the burglary. Someone broke... What does it say? Broke in arid. That says arid. That's a typo, right?
Wait, where are you seeing that?
It says and I have my cursor over it. God, I'm dense.
I don't know where you're seeing arid at, but okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 'cause I had my mouse on the end because I'm stupid.
That was good.
I gotta keep that in.
That was good.
Damn it. Someone broke in and took the cash register. God, these people are so good at reporting.
Yeah. Somebody broke in and took the... Oh, really? Okay.
We have reservations, he said. That afternoon, we need to make that $400 back.
I like how it says the thief got mostly singles change for the next day. He's going to the strip club.
And they say that, but then the dude literally says we need to make that $400 back, which means he got $400.
In singles.
Strip club.
And
he has a cash register.
Yeah, because it says they cleared out most of the big bills.
Yeah. And he has Hennessy. That man's golden.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an old cash register, he added. 30 years. No one's ever stolen.
No, what's funny is it says it's an old cashier.
Yeah, that's right. It's like cash register.
Did he take the person? Did he take the person controlling?
They took the cashier.
They took the register and the cashier.
Oh, does that make you feel bad? This says it's an old cashier. 30 years.
I'm good. I'm fine with it.
All right. The suspect remains...
For a cash register, yeah, that's old. For a human, no.
Depending on how you look.
I look pretty good for 30.
Some people look pretty bad for 30.
I look pretty good for 30. I'm just going to say that.
Some people look pretty bad for 20. Now, the suspect remains at large. We don't know if they're still at large because this was 2019. But was last seen wearing a black t-shirt, khaki shorts, carrying a black backpack, according to police. So if you guys see this man that's probably already been caught...
Because this was over a year ago.
This was well over a year ago. Not well over, but...
Okay, so I got one more story.
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't read these stories ahead of time. I find a weird...
He does a really good job at preparing for
I
the
find a weird title. That way when I read it, I can have an actual reaction to it.
Yeah, but, okay. Well, we won't get into that.
They've been... Most of them have been bangers, except for this one.
Okay, so in this next story, it's called A Nightmare Case. And it's just a little shocking. So again, a Florida man thought he shot an intruder, but it was his pregnant wife instead.
Oh, accidentally.
A Martin County man thought he heard someone outside his bedroom in the middle of the night Wednesday. Thinking it was an intruder, the man shot at them, but it wasn't an intruder. It was his pregnant wife.
If I remember this, when was this?
This was, you know what? I couldn't tell you.
I think this was either last year or 2018, actually.
I couldn't tell you because I don't have the web page up. I can try to pull it up real quick.
If
I just copied and pasted onto a...
If I remember properly, this man, I think, was accused of purposely killing his wife because of the idea. You know what? I don't know if he was like. I know he was publicly accused by people.
Well, I couldn't tell you because I deleted it. So.
But yeah, from what if I remember, because there's been a couple. I think there's been a couple cases like this. But think about it. You're a man that has a pregnant wife. She's in the house. You're in the bedroom. Why isn't your first instinct to look next to you and see where your pregnant wife is before you pull out a gun and start shooting?
Well, you know...
So I think that's the exact argument that was used when people heard about this. They're like, well, his wife is pregnant and he's in the bedroom. Clearly she's in the house. Why isn't his first instinct to look next to him and be like, my wife's not in bed? She's probably somewhere. Maybe call out her name. I guarantee you have your phone next to you. Why don't you text her phone and see if she went to the store, or see if she has her phone, maybe she went to the kitchen or is sitting in the living room watching TV. Yeah. Why is your first instinct to grab a gun and then shoot the first person you find? Because I guarantee you it wasn't the sound of breaking glass or a door being broken open. It was the sound of someone walking around, opening a cabinet.
What if somehow they managed to jimmy the window open and get in without breaking glass?
Well, then still.
And
look for your wife.
If your first instinct is to like, oh, I gotta protect my family,
but your wife is supposed to be next to you, so
exactly, she's supposed to be next to you, so you're not thinking that hey, she's somewhere else in the house. Your immediate thought is someone's breaking into my house. If you thought
if you were laying in bed and you heard something going on and you saw your wife wasn't in bed, you'd probably assume your wife had woken up.
What if he hadn't looked? What if his first instinct was to just jump up and go look before there was anything that could happen?
Then he has horrible instincts.
I mean, a lot of people can do that. I personally won't, because personally I look straight over. I'm like, you heard that too?
Yeah, another thing. Like, people, when they're startled or scared, they want instant verification of what they heard or saw by someone close to them. So still, he would be like, hey, babe, did you hear that?
Yeah. I mean, so I can see it from both sides.
That's why I think that he was accused of purposely killing his wife. What? And if he wasn't, then he should be, because I think he purposely killed his wife.
I don't know. Okay, so he found out, when he realized he shot her, he called 911.
Probably because he realized it wasn't a kill shot.
And she was taken to the hospital, and she later died.
How good was the shot? Where did he shoot her?
It doesn't say where he shot her at.
But he
it
shot
just
her in the
says he shot once. The news reported the woman was 6 months pregnant, and the doctor was able to save the baby. And also, there was a 2-year-old in the home. It says, this is a nightmare case. You know, somebody who thinks he's defending his home actually shoots his wife. Detectives are awaiting on autopsy results, but are still investigating what exactly happened, which includes forensic tests and seeing how dark it was in the hallway. So they're trying to see if, hey, was this on purpose?
Oh yeah, again, like, why isn't your first instinct to get some lights on so you can actually see what you're doing?
I mean, unless he doesn't want the intruder seeing him and getting a clear shot at him. Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into it.
There's a lot of things that I'm just saying, I'm like, that's suspicious to me.
Yeah, there's some suspicions. Yes, I agree. But
so, you probably already read the headline to this one, have you?
No, I just glanced over. I didn't actually read anything.
So for all of you that can't read what this headline is, you guys may have heard this, but Oregon is decriminalizing possession of hard drugs, as 4 other states legalize recreational marijuana.
So they're decriminalizing like heroin.
Yes, heroin.
Don't know if that's
cocaine.
a good idea.
So they used. I did read part of this one earlier because I heard this from many places that they used this quote from a guy that says for 2 decades he had been using drugs, committing crimes to get more drugs, but he wanted to get out and he saw no easy escape. His frequent use made him an easy target for police, leaving him homeless, middle-aged, and trapped by his addiction. And the laws he broke continued to feed these things. So he was saying, I had to take a hard look at myself and say, I'm 47 years old and I don't have anything going. I'm not a kingpin. I don't have a job. I'm just a dope fiend. Matthew said, I was getting arrested for a lot of possession and little stuff over and over again to where my criminal record caused me to not be able to get a job, to not be able to get an apartment. He is now a recovering addict and a drug abuse counselor and believes others will have an easier path after Oregon voters approve the controversial ballot decriminalizing possession of small amounts of so-called First off, what do you mean so-called hard drugs when you just said you literally gave everything in your life to use these drugs? Don't throw around these so-called hard drugs.
I don't know if he's calling it the so-called hard drugs or the Oregon voters are calling it so-called.
People are voting and be like, I don't know if you considered heroin a hard drug.
These so-called hard drugs.
Listen,
over your life, but
I didn't need those teeth anyways.
It's a choice. Which it is. Okay, we're not getting into that.
It's the new thing. It's called jaundice.
I like how meth is in there. Like,
yeah. Methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, oxycodone. Technically, oxy's legal. But I'm not going to talk about it.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's methamphetamine.
I've seen.
Sorry.
Too excited.
Yeah, you got the meth in me. Just kidding. I don't do meth. Let's do that disclaimer.
Yes, please don't
quick.
take him seriously on that.
Yeah, let's do that disclaimer real quick.
So Measure 110 also applies marijuana sales taxes towards payment for drug addiction treatment. You know what that means? What I feel like that means is that they're going to bump up the prices of marijuana, use the taxes from marijuana to treat people, but bump up the treatment, like the cost of treatment. So now they're getting more profit from marijuana. They're getting more taxes from marijuana. They're making people pay more for these treatments because I guarantee you these treatments are going to be privatized. The government's going to be like, we don't want to deal with it. We're going to let you deal with it. Give it to private companies. Private companies are going to bump up the price, and the government's going to pay for them to bump up those prices because they're just going to be putting the tax money from that and then pumping it into these companies.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Which is why when you guys that say you want marijuana to be legal federally, well, if it's federally legal, taxes are going to go through the roof for marijuana, and then they're going to control the prices.
What you pay for marijuana now is going to skyrocket about 100 to 150%.
And as with any other product that has like no real competition, because why do I have to when the price is already regulated?
Right.
Why do I need competition? So the production value of it's going to go down. The value of your product's going to go down, but the price is going to go up. Yep. And you're just going to be getting horrible weed, like back when it was illegal.
I don't know if it should be federally legal, but definitely statewide is fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I enjoy statewide.
Federally, it'd be smart, just for the simple fact of the amount of people you have in the prisons are going to be lowered.
Except, privatized prisons make a lot of money these days.
Yeah, that's true.
So why would we let these people out?
People are dumb enough to do other crimes to get sent to prison.
Yeah, if it's not marijuana, it's something
petty
else.
Theft, it's B&Es, it's trespassing, it's
drunk driving,
stalking, it's DUIs. Because even with a medical card, you can still literally go to jail for a DUI for smoking weed.
Yeah, I mean
you can buy it, you can have it, but
if
you're using it while driving, you're still going to
You cannot be high and drive your car. That is a crime. Legally.
You shouldn't.
You physically can. You physically can.
But you shouldn't.
But you
we do-
legally shouldn't.
And
But you physically
And
can.
the Absurditee podcast does not condone
No.
DUI,
The Absurditee podcast only states the fact that you physically can.
but that we do not condone
And we have not
driving while
tried.
intoxicated. Let's take a break. So, as I mentioned earlier, we had recorded earlier, and it all went haywire on us, so that really sucked. And we had taken a shot of straight lemon concentrate, which, in all honesty, wasn't that bad. My co-host over here would beg to differ.
I'm just not ready for this.
It wasn't bad. Now, what I have concocted something new in replacement, and by all means, it is 1,000% worse. So this is what we have right here.
Just look at
This
it.
is what we have. All right, so it is a combination.
Listen
The lid's not like perfectly good. I wouldn't be shaking that up too much. It is a combination of hot sauce, Louisiana hot sauce, beef broth, and sweet gherkin juice.
I don't even know what that is.
You know what a gherkin is?
I don't know
It's
what
like a baby pickle.
Okay, that's.
And it's disgusting, by the way. So,
It smells like someone puked into a cup.
and then
Let it
add hot
warm up.
sauce.
Let it warm up a little bit, and then put hot sauce in it. Then put it in the fridge.
That's exactly what it
Sat in the sun. Then they put hot sauce in it. Then they put it back in the
Oh.
fridge, and now they want you to drink it.
Oh, God. This is,
And first, okay, so
this is going to be horrible, guys.
he doesn't believe me when I said that this is much more than the original shot of the lemon juice that we did. Because the lemon juice was, he said the lemon juice was in a much larger container.
It was.
I agree that it was in a larger container, but I still think that this is a larger quantity than what he expected us to drink last time. And yet we're still doing it.
Still doing it.
And my chasers are Bang coffee, spiced eggnog whiskey, and 2 iced coffees.
And mine is a Bud Light Orange. Not
Yes.
sponsored, by the way.
So I guess if you're gonna be drinking, pour some more
I'm gonna get
eggnog.
this like right here, so I'm just like ready to go. Because it's gonna be
I
horrible.
also want you guys to know I have a trash bag next to me because
I don't.
I'm a little girl.
I
and
don't. I don't have one.
I don't puke to alcohol.
This
But
is
when you,
alcohol.
but yeah, I was gonna say, but when you put
This is
something
much
this,
worse.
yeah, when you put something this disgusting in
Yeah,
front of
this
me,
is way worse.
this is
so-
something that like it's just a natural. Yeah, you can't fight this if it's coming. You can try.
So I think we should just follow what we did last time, and you go first again.
Excuse me. We're gonna Rochambeau for it.
Rochambeau for this. So
Rock, paper, scissors.
dang.
Oh no, best 2 out of 3 like we did last
know.
time.
Dang it!
Yes! Yes!
See, I gotta do it. Oh no.
I mean, I still have to do it, but he has to do it
yeah, I have
first.
to do it first.
Ugh.
I just gotta not smell it.
Plug your nose. Plug your nose
It
when I do
doesn't
it.
work. It's just a mental thing. I just gotta be ready to go with this.
Just gotta hit it. Just like stop hesitating. Oh. Oh.
Oh, oh,
When I heard you swallow, I heard how like solid that swallow was, and it made me gag.
oh.
I guarantee you that the sound of that gulp when you got that down
Oh.
is in your recording.
Yuck. Oh my god. Oh.
I don't want to do this.
Okay, so it's kind of like got a weird. It doesn't taste good on your lips at all. That is horrible. It's got a weird. It's got a. I don't even know how to describe it. It's got a weird flavor. It's not like you taste. You taste the beef broth first, Oh, okay. Oh, we're just doing this. Oh, okay. There he goes. Oh my god. You good? Oh my god. Oh, bro, are you good?
I'm crying.
Oh. Oh my god.
That's what I'm waiting for. I feel it.
Ooh, that does not taste good.
Oh, no, wait.
Ooh.
It's really fighting to come up.
It's like weird. You taste the beef broth first.
You do.
And then it goes like straight hot sauce.
Yeah.
And then you get the aftertaste of that sweet gherkin. It's really weird.
But then, like...
The hot sauce comes back.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the burp is beef broth and gherkin together. Like, it's really, really weird how it layered itself out there.
It felt like all three flavors tumbled in my stomach as it went down. I'm good. I'm good.
Nope. That is not. That is not wonderful at all. I think
you can see my eyes with water.
I think now, granted, we're not gonna do this every week.
No.
But I kind of feel like we should do a variation of.
Yeah. So something that's just like.
I think we should take turns.
Like each.
Like I made it this time.
Okay.
Make it next week. You come up with the concoction next week.
I mean, I have a concoction.
Okay. Well, we'll do it next week.
Okay.
Just you gotta keep in mind, you gotta take it too.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
Yes, you do. You may not be remembering it right now, but you know what it is.
Well, we'll work with that next week. Okay, so you got a little quiz.
Yeah.
Is your
Now.
belly okay?
What?
Is your belly okay?
Oh yeah, I mean, it burns, but I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the hot sauce that's burning down. Your wife?
It's alien.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's back? Okay. So, yes, I found us a game because our first episode was mostly weird crimes. And I was getting upset because the stereotypical weird crime is Florida Man. Because Florida Man has, the weirdest stuff going on. So we have a little quiz called Was This Florida Man? If I can...
Your mouth's not working? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So, the first question for this game was, a man had 800 pounds of stolen lemons. Was this Florida Man?
No. We go with no.
Alright, let's go with no.
It was California.
It was California. It's still coming. So Riverside County sheriffs officially said the 69-year-old was arrested Friday, August 26th, 2018, and booked on a charge of theft of agricultural products.
Read all this.
800 pounds of
You just
lemons.
ask the question and move on.
All right, if you don't want to hear the story,
We
fine.
don't need to know the story.
Man jailed for attacking
That's Florida.
a man in a Minions costume.
That's definitely Florida.
It was Florida.
I'm good. I'm good.
10 days in jail for it. Woman seeks court approval to change daughter's middle name to Awesome.
Not Florida.
Not Florida?
No.
What do you think?
I'm
What state?
thinking that's California.
I want to go with Arkansas. Alaska.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
But I was right. Not Florida.
Not Florida, yes. Woman calls 911 to get a beer.
Florida. 100% Florida.
I'm just going to say that it is definitely in the South.
It's in the South. It's Florida.
It's Florida, yeah.
Boom. I am 100%.
You are 100% right now. You are 5 for 5. 4 for 4. Not 5 for 5. Woman scams 4 people out of $100,000 in toilet
Not
fame
Florida.
scheme.
Not Florida.
I feel like that's Midwest.
Oh, it is Florida. Dang, that was my first one.
4 for 5. $107,000 in toilet fan. You'll just have to look it up and find out what a toilet fan is.
Imagine a fan inside a toilet.
Man eats 30,000th Big Mac hamburger.
Not Florida.
Wisconsin.
Boom. Got a bunch of bacon out there.
How does it say his weight?
They got a bunch.
64-year-old man.
Yeah, a bunch of bacons out there.
They do. I mean, Merc. Woman lets snake bite baby. Oh, woman lets snake bite baby. It confused me because all the words are capitalized.
It's a snake bite, baby.
Woman let a snake bite
That is
her
Texas.
baby.
That's not Florida. That's totally Texas.
You think it's Texas?
Yeah.
What? If you're right.
Oh my gosh.
Florida.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Jaguar claws woman who climbed zoo barrier to take selfie.
Not Florida.
No. I'm thinking Illinois? Arizona. Okay. Guess I don't know how many jaguars do they have in the zoos of Illinois.
You mean Arizona?
No, in Illinois because I said that.
Oh. I mean, at least in every zoo, I imagine they have a jaguar.
I don't think every zoo. So man calls 911 to report himself drunk driving.
Yes.
Think Florida?
Boom.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, let's just make this the last one before we wrap up and
right.
get out of here.
Number 10, last one. Man faces charges after shooting at a ghost.
That's not Florida. That's some like Idaho nonsense.
Some Idaho stuff right there. Connecticut.
Oh, like
wait, that's the state of the poltergeist, right?
Maybe.
I think, yeah. All right, well.
All right, well, that's all for our show today. Thank you all for joining us. Feel free to leave a comment on the video on anything you guys want us to discuss or do. Clearly, we're willing to do a whole lot of craziness.
Some of you people are monsters.
Just feel free to email us as well at absurditee325@gmail.com. And again, that is absurditee325@gmail.com. And come back and see us next week. We appreciate every last one of you. And we'll see you guys next week.